Hello, Gene Schwimmer here. Welcome to today's vlog. I hope today's vlog is not part of a pattern. It increasingly looks like this is going to be my life's work going forward. I did a Joe Biden dementia update yesterday. I had done one only a day or two before that, and then I don't know how short it was, but just shortly before the one I did yesterday. And now here I am, back again. I got to do another one because something else has happened. I'm going to give you a headline here. This is from Israel, so it's going to sound like, well, actually, this is important news too. It's about Israel and Iran, but there is a sentence in this article that just jumped out at me when I read this article. So I'm going to start with the headline. I'll go through the article. Bear with me. As I said, you'll think it's about Israel, and it is important news about Israel, and important for us too if you don't want Iran to get an atomic weapon. But there is something very concerning about Joe Biden in this. This is not the first time, by the way. You'll see in a moment. Here's the headline. IDF, that's Israel Defense Forces, IDF updating preparations to strike Iran, quote, ready to fight by ourselves, unquote. In other words, Israel is not going to let Iran get an atomic bomb. They are not expecting much support, maybe no support, from us, from the United States, at least as long as, as long as Joe Biden is president. Get a Republican in there, then things will be much better, but that won't be for at least 4 years from now. So the Israelis are not going to wait for us. They're going to do what they have to prevent Iran from getting an atomic bomb, which is good for us, because we don't want Iran to get an atomic bomb either. I'm sure many of you, maybe most of you, maybe all of you have heard about EMP, electromagnetic pulse. That's, if you're thinking in terms of needing a rain of atomic weapons to fall on the United States to wipe a bunch of us out, or even just one and wipe out a city, but an EMP, electromagnetic pulse, that is just setting off one bomb high in the atmosphere and just frying all our electrical circuits. And I'm not just talking about power plants, I'm talking about automobiles, airplanes. This was confirmed. Well, the way this was discovered was because we were doing, in the good old days, we were testing atomic weapons not underground, but in isolated areas above ground. And in this case, or one case, it was an island in the Pacific. It was hundreds of miles from Hawaii, but it fried a bunch of electrical circuits in Hawaii, and that's how this phenomenon was discovered. So it is in our interest, obviously, not just because of world peace, but our own security, not to let Iran get an atomic bomb. There is every indication, especially when we have a president with dementia, and only the president can authorize the kind of action that would be needed by us to prevent Iran from getting an atomic bomb. So we are really depending on the Israelis to stop Iran from getting an atomic bomb. So they benefit us if they take action without us. So let me just give you just 4 sentences from this article. The last one is the one that is very disturbing as far as Joe Biden, our demented president, is concerned. So here's the article. Defense Minister Benny Gantz warned Thursday that Israel's military is updating plans to strike Iranian nuclear sites and is prepared to act independently. In an interview with Fox News from his office in Jerusalem, Gantz said Israel has identified numerous targets inside Iran that would hurt its ability to develop a nuclear bomb. Quote, if the world stops them before, it's very much good. But if not, we must stand independently and we must defend ourselves by ourselves, unquote, Gantz said. Speaking to Vice President Kamala Harris by phone Thursday evening, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reiterated Israel's determination to stop the Islamic Republic from obtaining nuclear weapons. That's the concerning part. Vice President Kamala Harris speaking with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. This is the third example. The first two were the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau of Canada and President Emmanuel Macron of France. Vice President Kamala Harris speaking to these world leaders. Where is Joe Biden? Joe Biden should be speaking with them. One reason, I'm sure, has to do with a video that we all saw, or that was very widely shown, of Joe Biden screwing up a phone call with Prime Minister Trudeau. I have to assume it's the same phenomenon, or it's related to what I talked about yesterday, where Joe Biden was speaking not to reporters, not to the public. And by the way, where is this press conference? Biden has not held a press conference since he entered office on January 20th. No press conference. Yesterday he was speaking, and it's in yesterday's vlog, he was speaking only privately with members of the House Democratic Caucus. He was speaking with Pelosi, and I don't know how many others were listening, but he said he would take questions if that's what Pelosi wanted him to do, and bang, test pattern, beep, and then fade to black, or just cut to black, and that was it. They did not want his handlers, or as I said, his wardens, and I should now maybe say his keepers, whoever is taking care of him, his nurses, his babysitters, whatever, are just keeping a tight rein on him, not letting him talk, not even answering questions to his own party members, fellow Democrats. But we have Kamala Harris conducting foreign policy, apparently. Kamala Harris is talking to these world leaders, doing the job that Joe Biden should be doing. Why is Joe Biden not speaking to Benjamin Netanyahu? I have to speculate that it's because of his dementia, that he just can't do it. And well, I'll just leave you with that happy thought, except to say that I appreciate the time that you spend with me. I would also appreciate a thumbs up if you like this video today. Share with anybody you think would also like it. Any comments? There's a comment section below the video. You can put questions, suggestions for future topics. You could subscribe. I love getting new subscribers. You can visit my music channel. And you know what? I have a cooking channel too. I should put a link to that in the description of my own aging mind, but I don't have dementia, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to put it in there, a link to my cooking channel. I don't have dementia, I am just lazy, that's basically it. So I'm going to put that link in there, but most of all, I would love to see all of you again. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you again, and until I do see you all again, bye.